All right, so we're here with Sierra Blair-Coyle. Sarah, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks. I'm excited to be here.
So Sierra, you were last year's 5th place finisher. Talk a little bit about last year's event and just the overall Portland Boulder Rally vibe.
Okay, first of all, the competition is just so much fun, and it's growing and it's getting so much bigger. So it's really fun to kind of do a red point round and get to climb with everyone and, you know, try and duke it out to make it into finals, and then obviously great setting in finals as well.
Yeah, so coming into this year, you're obviously back. What made you want to come back?
I just wanted to come back because it's so much fun. You know, it's definitely a competition that I do not want to miss.
And so what is your strategy going into qualifiers?
My strategy going into qualifiers is to probably go in pretty well warmed up and then, you know, just try and get as many hard problems as I can and get a spot in finals.
And is there do you feel like it's real competitive qualifying around where you're really trying to keep track of what everyone else is doing, or do you just kind of focus on your plan and executing that?
It's kind of a weird balance because you definitely want to focus on what you're doing, but you kind of have to know what everyone else is doing at the same time. So I think I'm just going to try, you know, climb as hard as I can, and hopefully it'll be enough to get me in.
Sure. Anybody else that you're like rooting for, even though you're competing against them? Is there somebody that you're kind of like hoping to make it finals with, or?
Man, honestly, any of the girls. Like, everyone's so great, and I've been friends with them for so long that, you know, I want everyone to do well and succeed.
Yeah. And so coming back to we're at the circuit for the Portland Boulder Rally. What about the circuit do you think kind of makes it a great venue for an event like this?
I just think the walls are cool, you know, lots of great angles, the setters are wonderful, and then just the whole vibe surrounding the event is so positive.
Yeah, it seemed like a little bit of a different setup in there, more like plywood walls. It kind of has a different feel to it, kind of very Portland, but it seems like it would be a great event.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be for sure.
What about Portland as a whole? Have you been here other times besides the comps, or what's your favorite memories of Portland?
Oh man, the first time I was in Portland was for the competition last year, and we didn't get to spend much time here, and it's kind of the same scenario this year, but I'm going to Maui tomorrow, so no complaints. That's
a tough problem to have. So what's next for you after this? You're in school right now, coming up for comps like this. What else do you have going on climbing-wise?
You know, I'm just going to keep competing. I really want to do the World Cup circuit and keep doing college, so finding a way to balance all those is the goal right now.
Yeah, so how do you find time to train and get ready for a comp like this?
I just work ahead in school. You know, I take a lot of online classes, so that helps a lot, and, you know, I just make time for climbing. You can do it as long as you are committed to it.
And so what kind of training did you do prior to this comp? Anything in particular?
I worked on a lot of power, which is different for me. I did some projecting, and I'm normally kind of like a volume all training, but I tried to work on harder stuff, and I think that is going to help a lot. Okay,
and is there any specific style that you're kind of hoping for during qualifiers that you feel like would suit you better?
I think I'm a more technical climber, but you kind of have to be ready for anything.
Yeah, you just never know what road setters are going to throw at you. And then, so you want to do World Cups. What do you feel like is kind of missing from the comp scene here in the U.S.? World Cups are obviously big in Europe, and the comp scene here is, you know, great comps like the PBR, kind of building steam as the years go on. But what else kind of would you hope to see in the U.S.?
I mean, just more media coverage, really, to make it more popular among the mainstream, because the competitions are so great right now. They just kind of need to be catapulted into popularity among people other than climbers. Just get more people kind of aware of them and watching them. Definitely.
Okay, and so you're here with Sanuk this weekend. Talk a little bit about working with them and kind of what it's like to work with Sanuk.
Well, Sanuk is just a rad sponsor. You know, they're so supportive of me, and of course, you know, they make great shoes / sandals, sidewalk surfers. Just a really good crew, and I'm very lucky to work with them.
Sure. All right, so qualifiers start in a couple hours here. Best of luck to you, and hopefully we'll see you in finals.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Sierra.